Imagine marching through a dense, sweltering mountain pass for weeks, your armor heavy, your rations dwindling. You reach the crest of a volcano, look down into the valley below, and your breath catches in your throat. There, resting in the center of a massive, shimmering silver lake, is an impossible city. A metropolis of white pyramids, grid canals, and floating gardens, linked by straight causeways. It looks like a dream. In 1519, a Spanish conquistador called it an enchantment. But it was real. This was Tenochtitlan, the glittering crown of the Aztec Empire. And in just a few short months, it would be wiped from the face of the earth. Welcome to the year 1519. If you were to stand here, right in the heart of the Valley of Mexico, this is no primitive settlement. You'd be standing inside a magnificent global metropolis. 200,000 people live here. Tenochtitlan is currently larger than London, Paris, or Rome. With a salacious relish, this city belches an urban masterpiece. A city of order, monumental engineering, and dazzling color, literally pulled from the water. Today, we'll walk its streets, hear its massive markets, and smell the sweet pine incense.
We will witness the daily life of an empire at the absolute peak of its power.
But keep your eyes open, because beneath the gold and jade, a shadow is creeping over the lake. An end-of-the-world event is coming. This is what the Aztec capital actually looked like right before it fell. This was not a city built on a river or coast. It's an island metropolis built entirely within Lake Texcoco. 200 years prior, the Aztecs were wandering refugees. A legend told them to build where an eagle ate a snake.
How much further is it?
They found this sign on a miserable, swampy island.
Down! Harder!
The Aztecs stayed and built.
Harder! For the city!
By 1519, the muddy swamp became a triumph of engineering. To support a growing population, the Aztecs simply invented land. Look south. A geometric patchwork of green stretches forever.
Heave it high!
These are the chinampas, or floating gardens, anchored with massive stakes. They layered reeds and mud until new islands rose up.
Rolling through these chinampas, the air is incredibly fragrant. Farmers harvest maize and marigolds, while willow trees anchor the land.
Yielding 7 crops a year, this engine fed an empire. Moving into the city center, you first notice absolute cleanliness. Unlike Europe, 1,000 public sweepers clean these streets daily. There are no horses, carts, or beasts of burden here. Half the streets are paved with smooth volcanic stone. The other half are deep, clear canals filled with canoes. They transport massive limestone blocks and fresh drinking water. Above, a massive double-pipe aqueduct stretches for 3 miles. It delivers thousands of gallons of fresh water to fountains. Commoner homes are adobe, painted in vibrant red and blue. Noble palaces are two-story stone buildings with sun-drenched courtyards. Coated in bright white stucco, the entire city glows. Follow a rhythmic roar to the economic heartbeat of the Americas.
Make way!
This is the great market of Tlatelolco, a massive plaza.
Watch where you're going.
50 for the silk, best price.
Over 60,000 people create a symphony of bargaining
Come look
here
at these
today.
ceramics, very cheap today.
There are
These
no
chilies are the
coins.
finest in the
The
market,
economy
grown in
is
rich
driven by
soil.
barter.
I offer this pot and 20 beans, they are worth much.
The closest currency is cotton cloth and precious cacao beans. The organization is flawless, divided into strict alleys for goods. Down one alley, jewelers polish jade and cast gold jaguars.
Fresh off the grill, come and get it.
Down another, the air smells of
tamales in the
roasting
city, right
meats
here.
and tamales. You can buy wild turkey, deer, iguana, and fresh axolotls. Further down, the feather workers. Feathers are more valuable than gold. Artisans weave green quetzal feathers into towering noble headdresses.
Fresh maize, the best in the
At the
market.
edges, armed guards pace,
Get your
while
cacao
judges
here.
observe closely. Thieves face swift punishment here. Often, it means death. Order is everything here. Chaos is the ultimate enemy. We walk down a central avenue toward the sacred precinct. This walled square is large enough to hold 500 houses. Passing the serpent wall, the market noise fades instantly.
The air grows heavy with incense and a sharp metallic smell.
Rising into the sky is the Templo Mayor, a colossal pyramid. Steep stone steps force anyone ascending into a posture of submission. Twin temples sit atop, red for war, blue for rain. This represents the terrifying Aztec duality, water and fire. The Aztecs believed we are living in the fifth sun. To prevent the apocalypse, the gods must be fed blood. The metallic smell is real. Captured warriors march upward. At the summit, priests with obsidian blades perform the ultimate sacrifice.
Huitzilopochtli,
Brutal to modern minds, it was a sacred duty here.
Ipalnemohuani.
Nearby sits the luxurious palace of Moctezuma II, the emperor. Considered semi-divine, commoners must avert their eyes when he walks. Inside, his botanical gardens are filled with thousands of exotic flowers. A royal zoo holds jaguars, pumas, wolves, and rattlesnakes. In a massive aviary, caretakers collect molted feathers for artisans. Nobles move through torch-lit corridors, smoking pipes and listening to drums. It feels eternal. Yet Moctezuma is a man paralyzed by anxiety. For 10 years, strange omens like a bleeding comet appeared. Temples burned spontaneously, and the lake's waters inexplicably boiled. Priests were terrified. Then, messengers arrived from the eastern coast. They brought impossible reports of floating mountains on the ocean. They spoke of pale, bearded men riding giant deer with fire-spitting sticks. It is the spring of 1519. Hernán Cortés has landed. Hungry for gold, the Spanish march, gathering oppressed indigenous allies. By November 1519, Cortés crossed the Great Southern Causeway. Moctezuma, bound by dread, invites them inside. A fatal mistake. Within 2 years, the Spanish will starve the city entirely. White pyramids will become rubble. Canals will choke with debris. The Great Temple's stones will build a massive Catholic cathedral. Lake Texcoco will be drained into a dusty, sinking basin. The Tenochtitlan will die, and modern Mexico City will be born. Today, the canals are gone, but history never truly disappears. Subway workers still uncover carved serpent heads and red walls. Beneath the pavement, ghosts of the Water City wait, reminding us that no matter how powerful, nothing lasts forever. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe.